Aquava, and welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Ayo, and this is Tony, and we're documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
In this video, we are talking about keeping it real about Ghana. Is it too much hype?
Is it too much hype?
I don't know. Are you disappointed in Ghana? What's going on?
All right, well then let's get this video started. So what do you think, Tony? Do you think that there's too much hype? Do you think that...
Yes.
I didn't even ask all the questions. You can't be answering yes already.
Oh, well, no. No.
All right. Well, we want to hear from y'all. So if you are here live with us, please drop your thoughts in the chat and let us know. Do you think Ghana is too much hype? I don't know. This will be a good one, I think. I'm not sure, but I think. Let's jump into the comments real quick. Oh gosh, you guys are already in there already.
Hey y'all.
That is so small. Miss T, greetings to my favorite family. I pray you all are well. We are well.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Cheryl says greetings from California. That's you saying hi to people. Were you?
Yeah, that was me. That was me. I was like, hey guys. Yeah, that was me, Tony Jones.
Antonio.
Hey, Antonio. Oh, we're good. Thanks, sir.
Evelyn, greetings from Alabama.
All right.
I wonder what the weather's like in Alabama right now. BW Sampson says, hey, they'll see us at the June meet and greet.
That's a June meet and greet?
That's what he said.
No, she. That's
she. Oh.
The New York Getty.
Oh, hey.
No. There's a meet and greet in May. It won't be June. It's
won't
May.
be June. Hopefully, it'll still be able to make it.
Yep.
Hello from Charlotte. We've got someone in the house from Jackson, Tennessee. And
where?
Can you see?
No, I cannot see.
TK coming to us from Rancho Cordova, California.
I thought you were going to say Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Love the topic from last week. What did we talk about last week? Glad you tuned in for last week's topic. It was a good
Somebody
one.
help us out with what we talked about last week.
We've got someone here from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Oh, hey! Lake Charles, Louisiana, red bone capital of the world and home of the...
Is that a real thing? Red bone cat.
Yeah. Just leave. If you ain't from there, you don't know about that. What else they known for in Lake Charles? Okay. Oh, good food, you know. Getting hit by a hurricane every time one comes through. No, I feel your pain, Lake Charles.
Hey, from Tulsa, how are you doing?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Relax is saying that Tony's looking great and healthy. What is that? Should I be like protective here?
I am.
That's my man.
That's a guy, yo.
Okay, I can't see that far.
I think that's a guy.
Okay, well, anyway. Hey, Bridget.
Hey, Miss Bridget Butler. All right, how are you?
Everyone's already talking about the meet and greet.
There's
so you might as well drop that.
We're dropping the meet and greet. It's not happening. She told me to drop it.
No.
How do you mean drop the meet and greet?
Meet and greet's tomorrow.
Yeah, the meet and greet is tomorrow.
The only way you can find out about it
is in our closed Facebook group. And it's closed.
And you should pop in there and join us so that you can have fun in the conversation and then get the details for our in-person events, which happen once a quarter at minimum. Yeah. I like our meet and greets. They're fun.
Yeah, I do too. Get to meet a whole bunch of people like, oh, yeah, you always comment. That's your name. You know, so
that is fun.
It's like,
and we get a good mix of people that are living in Ghana and just visiting too. So that's always fun, I think, just to kind of keep a good mix of people. I like our meet and greets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello from Austin, North Virginia. Chi-Town in the house. Hey, Brown Coat, how you doing? It's Tracy. Greetings from South Carolina.
All right.
She was last week and missed you. Oh, sorry. Jackson, Wisconsin.
Jackson, Wisconsin.
That sounds just cold.
Like, wait, what? Jackson, Wisconsin.
Monique says she's cold. That's all.
Yeah, I can believe you.
Kia says, hey, from Detroit.
D-Town.
Chantal is laughing at you. And John is here from Chicago. He says it's first live.
Oh, first live. Hey, John. Well, welcome. The Windy City blew you into our live.
Okay, so we want a good question from you since it's your first time. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? We got someone here from Seoul, Korea.
Wow.
Yeah.
South Korea. We like that.
Seoul. Oh, yeah. So you said South Korea. I said Seoul, Korea.
One of us is very sleepy right now, and one seems very bubbly.
I'm so jet lagged. It's not even funny. What can I tell you? Renee
tired.
From Miami. How are you?
Miami.
Raven Hay from the DMV.
I know it's DC, Maryland, Virginia. I was like, DMV, isn't that like demilitarized zone? I don't know what DMV was.
I thought it was motor vehicles. DMV, you get your
license. Yeah, DMV.
Yeah. No, Charlotte, South Carolina.
We're from the Midwest and the South.
Cleveland. Hey, Harry, how you doing? We've got TK discussed the issue of whites in Ghana. We did. Maybe it was recorded earlier. Were we talking about whites?
Yeah. That was not our last video. I know that wasn't. I can't remember what it was, but I know that wasn't. You have to
open up my list and be like, what exactly?
Yeah, TK. I think we get a lot of. Maybe the video just wasn't in order or something. I have no idea, but
I don't know what it was.
That's a shame.
And now you know.
That's a shame. We don't.
Not my monkey, not my circus.
A lot happened in the past 7 days.
You've had a really busy 7 days.
Yeah.
I've had a pretty busy 7 days.
Yeah, you've had a very busy 7 days.
I think we need a nap. When do naps come in?
Yeah.
When are you too old?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I would be very happy when when the daylight saving time ends, because
why?
We have to wait up an extra hour, and I hate it because it's like going on at 10 o'clock in Ghana it's okay. But in between 10 and 11, I start getting tired. I'm like, I gotta wait till 11.
Come on now. You're up all the time.
I know, but
you're out till like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's different. But just waiting is different. It's different.
We'll have to keep them hype, y'all. We'll have to
keep me hype. I'm just tired today. I had a long week and
Echo says
a long week.
Echo says, hey, Ghana loves you. Tony does have an African glow today.
I do. Really?
Interesting. It's called fatigue. He's been spraying it all over himself.
It's called working your butt off in this Ghana heat.
Oh,
yeah.
For y'all that do not know, it is legit. Like 92, 93, just
sticky, nasty, hot.
Sunny, hot. Yeah. It's like that one where you want to take a nap.
All the time.
Yeah. Oof. You all pick nice spots for our meet and greets. I like how we kind of do our hustle.
Yeah, I do too. This one, it's hot, so go jump in the pool. This meet and greet. I'm getting in the pool. I'm with
totally
the boys. I'm in the pool.
All right, bring your suits. BW says, will you have a July meet and greet?
No. There's a scheduled quarterly, so the next one will be in May.
2, 5, 8, 11. So August and November. There you go. You both look great, and I'm sad to have to run. We'll catch you in the rewatch. All right.
All right. Hey, thanks for stopping in. See, they're like me too. Yeah, I can't. There's an hour difference.
We get a lot of complaints from Ghanaians who are like, "Why do you go on so late?" I'm like, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
We're like, hey, if you only knew.
The weather is warm in Alabama. Hi from Cleveland. Hey, Tony and I from Peter.
Peter, how are you, man?
First time live people welcome Chantel.
Chantel Walker.
And if you are here, hit the like button for us so we can get more folks in on the conversation. Tim says hello from Jonesboro. And the Prophet's Chamber says also first time with us.
Okay. Well, a lot of first timers. Hey, we appreciate you guys dropping in. You can see what our lives are about. Now.
Yeah.
We usually have fun.
Tosh says hello from Toronto. We're getting people from all over.
All over the world.
And she's saying that they're gonna, I hope that's a she, is that they're gonna be at the meet and greet tomorrow. Yay.
It's this year. I'm sorry, y'all. we did some things different tonight, and as a result,
We can't see.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my funny story, right? My little sister came over and she got new glasses, and I was like, let me see your glasses. And I took her glasses off of her and I put them on, and I was like, your prescription is my prescription. It's genetic. We have the same eyes. But then later, you and I were trying to read something, and I took your glasses, and I was like, I can see with your glasses. I think the moral of the story is I just need glasses.
And there you have it, folks.
I even see anything. Hello from Toronto.
Yeah, I'm not
I just
getting mine
can't.
out.
Okay,
Yeah,
we won't. I can't do
my
that
Coke
again.
bottle is up here. I'll tell you what's happening on Jupiter or something. You know, you don't want to see an alien wave.
What
Hey,
happens?
Tony.
Something happens at like 40. And your
40.
eyes are just like, we're done. It's been a nice run.
Yeah.
You're going to need help now.
I can still see during the daytime, though, like when it's light out and things aren't very far away, aren't very close. That window. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Hello,
All
Kevin.
Right. Yeah. Excuse me,
Black
folks.
says the last video was about folks not planning their move to Ghana.
Right. Yeah, they just
roll on up.
Hey, y'all. Where I get my residency? Where I get my citizenship at? It's like that.
I think the reason that frustrates you is because you really feel like people need to get their feet in the sand a little bit and kind of like boots on the ground for a little while before they commit to the whole process of citizenship and residency.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it gets me a lot of people, you know, even in a Facebook group. So how do I go about getting my citizenship from America? Well, I don't know.
But you know, I think that you said that when we were talking earlier, you were like, you just think that people are fed up with and know to not be there anymore. And so they look for something better than where they are now.
Yeah, and it's always, you know, one of those things where no matter what, they just have to escape it. It's like, you know, I just gotta go. And they leave without thinking, you know, they just move without thought. And
well, I mean, they've thought about it. I mean, they came, they found us, they saw you, they're like, Tony's happy, I could be happy there. Right? Well, this actually happened. You picked somebody up from the airport like a week ago, and they said the same thing. They're like, I don't know if Ghana's it, but America's not it.
America's not right.
So I mean, I think there's something to be said about that. Something to be said about that. Browncoat says last week's was about moving without visiting, and transportation before that, nothing about whites. I was about to say, I don't know.
Yeah, the white, that was a long video though.
About whites, or was it about blacks? I feel like would we speak about authority on white people?
I don't know. Maybe it was like how we get along with them, or
we all get along.
Here. Yeah, Ghana's ranked number 2 as far as the safest countries in Africa. So
there you go. We just get along. All right. Kevin says the channel is growing. Thank you very much. If you're here, hit subscribe and like.
Share, Kevin. Share.
Antonio says, hi. BW wants to know, how are the boys in Sydney doing?
All are great.
Everybody is good. Excuse me. Hello from Atlanta, Sacramento, and it's hammer time. I wish it were not.
And you know what? And they're saying that it's really not.
I read that. So we're going to talk about that when we get to the news portion. But yeah, Hamilton is maybe not so hammer of the 10. Yeah. What is Hamilton, so people know as we're making these jokes?
Oh, this is dry, hot season.
Super dry, super hot. Aquaba from the UK. That's the good weather, low 90s.
Yeah, I do. Oh, wow, it's just dusty though. Oh, I tell you, man, dusty. Because it's dry, you just everything is dust. Everything is dust. And you know, I don't like this time of year because it's that red dust, you know, and it gets on the trees and everything is like it's frosted in dust.
You know what though? When we lived in Houston, there was also that time of year where it
Well,
would be
the
like
pollen.
the pollen would hang on
Oh.
everything, and it was just like on your car and on your
Mm-hmm.
everything,
And
and
so
that was
now
always
you,
gross.
yeah. So now you understand why it's so easy for us to transition here.
We were living. Well,
We
so
trade
it's like that.
pollen
It's
for
like that.
just regular old dust. So.
Yay! Is that a yay? Henry says, "What's going on?"
Hey fam, what's happening?
Daystar says they had the air on today in South Carolina.
Oh wow.
Bridget says
warm.
it's a different kind of heat. The 92s is more like 102s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah.
It's very not very comfortable.
Echo wants to know, what did you wish you knew before coming to Ghana, and why Ghana? That's a really good question. What do you wish you knew before you came?
Me personally, before my first trip,
you didn't know nothing.
I didn't know nothing about it. Oh, hey, I wish I would have studied up more. I wish there was more. At the time, I wish there was more of the YouTube channels and more people talking about Ghana. I would have been
like better off.
Yeah, better prepared. I probably would have wanted to stay more than 3 weeks or something like that. That first time around.
Let the record show that when we booked our first trip to Ghana, Tony said 2 weeks, and I was like, "Babe, by the time you get on the plane and make the trip and all the things, 2 weeks is like really short. We should stay for longer." And Tony was like, "No." So
you're done?
I'm pretty much done.
All right.
And then how many days were you here? How many days were you here before you were like, I should have stayed longer?
Are you done?
Huh?
All right.
Yeah.
So are you done?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for you to chime in on what you would want to
wish you knew. I wish I would have stayed longer. Things like let's see. It's developed. So
did you really? Is that what you thought?
I thought it was like a main road and everything else was just Brown Hut Street 1, Red Hut Street 2. I didn't know what to expect. So
that's literally horrible. But now I want to rename them all the streets in our neighborhood. Red Hut 1, Green Hut 2.
Yeah. So I should have. Well, that was many years ago. So
that was your first trip was in 16. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it 16? Yeah, 2016. So that's like a lot has changed in the 5 years since then, or 6 years since then.
Yeah, wow.
A lot. I feel like it's a lot different than it was the first time you came. Even.
Years.
Is it 7 years? Yeah, what did I say? 16 is 4 and 3. Okay. Well, it's not quite 7. It's like 6 and almost. But it's a lot different. So do you think people should come and plan a visit first for like a couple of weeks like you did? Yes. Or do you think they should come and be like, ride it out for like 3 months and stay as long as possible?
Wow. Well, financially, you can come and ride it out for 3 months for as long as you could. I would suggest that. And at least go through maybe a power outage or the water not coming out, the faucet when you turn it on. So you need to go through a couple of things and like, damn, can I really do this?
And not just in a hotel in Accra.
Yeah. Go to a B&B that may not have like a water tank, and you got to go take a bucket bath or something like that. Yeah. So
I was just traveling.
I mean, yeah.
I was just traveling, and the ladies were all going to get ready for the evening. And I was like, I only need like 2 minutes to go shower and get ready. And they were like, that's not true. I mean, it takes at least that long. That's not true. And I was like, yeah, no, I could take a shower in like 2 minutes. I've been bucket bathing before. I know what it's like. They all looked at me like what I said did not compute. And I realized that I had to update my language in mixed company because I said bucket bath and they were like, "Oh, honey." I guess that's not something I should tell people.
Yeah, wow. Some of your stories are like, yo,
bucket
you're
baths are
thinking
thing.
out loud.
I am, but it was like the reason we made this channel was because people have this preconceived notion about Ghana, and I kind of reinforced it when I said bucket bath, but we're trying to break that.
Oh, it's so developed. But I still take bucket baths.
Okay, you have not known until you've taken a bucket bath.
Yeah,
you're right. I should stop talking now. I'm jet lagged.
All righty.
I'm so jet lagged. Okay, Henry, hello from ATL. First time from Jackson. Hey, how you doing? Hello from Indianapolis. And P Black says they're 110th live viewing.
We did this 110 times already?
I hope not.
Or have you viewed somebody 110 times?
It's like, I don't know.
No, we haven't been able to have 110.
No. We've done one a month for 3 years. So like 36, maybe 30. Yeah. Antonio says, I look good with my glasses on. Thank you. See, I look good with my glasses on.
Yeah. It says the guy who probably wears glasses and isn't wearing them at the. I'm joking, Antonio.
Beat Up says, what's up with President Ado and officials?
We don't talk about it. Keep moving, thank you.
We don't get to talk about politics on the show.
Yeah, especially you like, what's up with the president?
No. He doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, you're trying to get me kicked out. What's up with the president?
Okay, before we answer Prophet Chambers' question, I do want to pop over real quick and just give a quick shout out after we did our hellos, right? I want you to make sure you give a shout out for the people who've seen you out and about. So what are your shout outs for this month?
Shout out this month. I saw Jay at Accra Mall. He stopped me. I was on my way out and said, hey, ain't you that dude from YouTube? I was like, yo. And then I saw Naya. She was also at the Accra Mall. And it was weird because
it was the same day, right?
Yeah. And I was coming in and she looked at me and I looked at her and I was like, and she looked at me like she knew me, like she was about to say, I was like, I don't think I know her. So, hey, I was like, oh, okay. She looked like, I was like, whoa, I don't know you, lady. But yeah, Naya, very nice woman. Thank you for stopping me and saying that. Hi. Kimberly V at the airport. She was coming in. She stopped and said, "Hey, Tony, hey, how you doing?"
I'm doing something wrong.
What do you don't leave the house, so
no. I just was I was in like 7 airports. Not one person, even on the plane to Ghana, nobody was like, "Hey, Ayo." I was like, I'm on a plane to Ghana, and nobody said anything to me.
Yeah, sorry.
They all recognize. Go ahead, finish your spotted.
Alex saw Alex at the airport as well. He stopped me and was like, "Hey, Tony." Like, "Hey, Alex." And then I was out on a date with my lovely daughter and have lunch, and and Nelson walked by and looked at me and kept going. Then he like went in reverse.
He came back.
He was like,
he turned it back around.
Hey, I was like, oh, hey. And then go, oh yeah, you do. Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing? And then, last but not least, I saw James H. My second time seeing James H. I saw him the day he was leaving about 2 months ago, a month ago, or something like that. And he's like, yeah, I'm coming back, this, that, and other. Would you believe I'm at the airport the day this dude comes back and he was like, Tony. And I saw him like, yo, I remember you. It's like, yeah. You shouted me out before. I was like, yo, I'm going to shout you out again. So, to all you people who see me when we're out, don't hesitate to say hi. I'm just a guy.
Nobody says hi to me.
I don't think you're approachable.
I'm not approachable?
I'm joking.
I smile at everybody.
I know, that's why they're like,
it's scary. Am I scary?
Smiling at me for a lady?
I don't. That's not okay.
I also want to say hi to a couple special guests who are staying at the lodge.
And that's how memories work.
No,
Isn't that funny?
I'm not supposed to say their names. Well, don't say my name, but I just want to say, hey, special guests.
Oh.
People in room 1 and then people in room 3. How y'all doing?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so there you go. I had no spotted, even in the airport. You're more famous than I am.
Oh, I got one more shout out.
Come on.
One more. Gilbert. Is it Gilbert? Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert. I think it's Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert.
And that's all.
Oh no, Gilbert. I picked you up from the airport. So yeah, Gilbert. It was just a pleasure to talk to you, man. It was just, man, you have no idea, having a real brother come, just chat it up for a minute. So it was nice. Yeah. See you tomorrow if you come.
So I had to tell you one more thing. We were talking about the airport. I just came in on a flight, and the online form thing that you're supposed to fill out,
you don't have to do it anymore.
Well, right. But I was on the plane and this lady was sitting next to me and she asked me if I had filled out the form. And I was like, oh, no. And she's like, oh, you have to fill the form out. I got really nervous that I didn't fill out the form. But then when I got there, no form. So just wanted to put that out there. Like, you don't have to fill out the online form if you're coming in. That was all. I just wanted everybody to know. So next up, hello, sir.
Am I looking good? Are you looking good? We're looking good. Thanks to Alpha Freak, we
appreciate the love. I have to do like a small stand because I always have to show off the pockets.
Hey,
right,
you're
ladies?
showing off more than pockets there, lady.
I like it when there's pockets in dresses.
You're showing off more than pockets.
Sorry.
Was my. See,
I apologize.
All righty, you see what I mean, folks? This is stuff I got to go through.
It's okay. We're gonna make it. All right. Thank you, Alpha Freak.
Yeah, I'm just nice little shirt here. No
Yours
collar.
is like full stitch.
Yeah, this embroidery here is pretty nice.
I don't actually see any lady stuff with the embroidery. Is that like a manly thing? Is that like more of a men's shirt style as because you've had a lot of embroidery stuff?
Never see the ladies with it, so I would guess it's a men's thing. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, do ladies get their shirts embroidered?
Like I never see ladies' underwear with the flap in the middle.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
No, you just got it. It's like
I'm not even going to ask you any more questions.
Well,
I
can
see how today is going. The Profits Chamber wants to know just how different is having dollars versus CDs? Like how much further do dollars go in Ghana versus the States? Once you do the exchange rate and everything else, do you feel like you get more out of your money here? I feel like we used to.
Yeah. I think we definitely felt like we used to.
I feel like we used to.
Yeah, but now it's like, yo.
When I came back this time, I saw eggs were on sale for 53 CDs. And they used to be a CD each. So I don't even understand 53 CDs for which
not at all though.
Is about, what is that, like 460, 470? I still think that's like
we're looking into raising our own chickens.
You're looking into raising chickens. I don't want to go out there. And you want chickens? We're getting chickens.
Well, we can find somebody to keep them for us. Yeah, sure. They make too much noise for me.
Yes.
The neighbors' chickens across the street make some money. Well, I have chickens in my own yard.
I guess. All right. Well, so have y'all bought land yet? Jess wants to know.
Who? Jess. No, we didn't buy land yet. We're still dealing with Pop's land that he bought for us.
How is this taking so long?
That's Ghana.
How is this taking so long?
Somebody just wants to gift us some land.
They do, or you're trying to make a yes, they do.
We'll be happy with that.
People should visit Ghana before seeking residency.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Why Ghana and not Nigeria?
Well, Well, wow, I can't afford the security delegation to go to Nigeria.
That was like the one thing my dad always was really big on, was that Ghana was much more peaceful than Nigeria. And so this was the better of the two. Is that fair enough to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People think Ghana is just like, naive people think that Ghana is just like here, except it has no problems.
Yeah, that's the problem. And that's something that I wanted to address in this video.
Yes. So let's do it.
Yeah. Coming to Ghana is nothing like a city you can, or state even. Maybe Ghana's like Kentucky.
Wait, what?
Kentucky is the poorest, I think it's the poorest state in the union. Ghana's like Kentucky. If you haven't been to poor Kentucky, if you only been to like the parts where the Derby is, then you totally will understand Ghana, because there are dirt roads. I mean, Kentucky's poor, right?
I bet there's some people in Kentucky right now who are getting a little offended. But I'm also offended that you're calling Ghana poor Kentucky. Like,
that's a compliment for Ghana. Like, damn, we poor like Kentucky. All right.
No, that is not how that reads. That doesn't read like that at all. Ghana's like Kentucky. Yeah. No offense to people.
Now you
Kentucky.
see, and what do I mean by that? Well, has both worlds there. You go to Kentucky, you're going to see like very developed and very upscale things, and you're going to see some very poor things. You're going to see some things in Kentucky like, people still live like this. Don't they know they can go to Africa and live better? Yeah, I'm telling you, there's parts of America that, people don't see, and they think, it's just all, roads paved in gold. I'm like, come on, y'all, get serious. Yeah, go to Kentucky.
Okay, well, I think that there is something to that. I think a lot of news coverage that's been happening related to Ghana does tend to focus on just
the nice,
the good things,
the glamorous.
I actually just saw a video and they were talking about like the high 5-star Ghana experience.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I had this little moment where I was like,
that's Ghana, but it's not Ghana.
But even that, like, I think it would be very hard to guarantee that you were going to have that kind of experience throughout your stay here, because there's so much inconsistency in the like quality of service and level of service and establishments. Like, we've stayed in some very nice hotels, and I'm even still like, do you know what I'm saying? So I was actually really like, that to me was a little bit of the face.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, when they talk about Ghana, they don't talk about the negative things that you would have to deal with in Ghana, and they sugarcoat it a little too much. If you're going to talk about Ghana, you have to be real about it. And as much as we try to do, we try to put Ghana in a positive light, and we try to keep it real at the same time. So we're going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Most people out here that have a YouTube channel and the topic is Ghana, they really just talk about the good. They talk about how nice things are here, and oh, look at me, I'm doing this, look at me, I'm here, and all these things. But there's more to it than just, what they're showing you. And we try to make that balance of showing you the things that other people aren't showing you. And sometimes it comes out good, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel that people like us are needed to give a realistic view on Ghana.
I think that, I remember when we were first starting to try to plan let me rephrase that. When I was first starting to try to plan our first trip, there was a lot of videos that were very much about the high class, the
Mm-hmm.
bougie part of Ghana. I mean, it was things that I didn't think that we could comfortably afford on a regular basis
Right.
outside of like mega vacation mode.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so I think there is a distortion that happens there. And there's, a lot of property type videos that talk about, $100,000 houses, million.
Yeah.
And a lot of celebrities who are coming who kind of, also feed into that narrative of elitism. But I wonder, like, when Vanessa Williams was here, did she have Doom Sword? No. No? She didn't have any Doom Sword? Was it the real Ghana then? If the lights didn't go out?
Yeah. There's so much on that subject. Wow. I was thinking about all the celebrities and things when they come.
So it's been like the last, I think, 3 months. It's felt like
Ghana's really, really hot right now.
lot.
Like Girl Strip 2 is filming here later this year, and there's TV shows that have been filmed here, and all kinds of what do you call those game show people are coming this way and have interest. And
Yes.
they show Ghana how I'm sure Ghana wants to be portrayed, and it's like that bitter reality of there's some things you're gonna have to deal with here. It needs to be said. It needs to be shown.
Yeah, I think that is the interesting part of it, because Ghana is definitely like the tale of two cities. And I know it's more than just a city, but there is like a very elite, wealthy, well-to-do part of the society that can afford all of the things.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is another side of it that is completely opposite.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can move around in one without acknowledging or seeing the other, which is like, how do you go on a 5-star vacation and then drive by a guy peeing in the side of the road? Like, is there not like some,
that
that was like within the first hour of being back, I was like, and there we go.
And I'm back in Ghana. Guy peeing on the side of the road there.
Come on, y'all. We got to stop peeing on the side of the road.
Yeah.
But it's that's the
reality of
it. You're like, when you come to Ghana, the first day you're here, you are going to see a man peeing on the side of the road.
First day, first hour. And you see people showing their vacations when they come here, and they're like, yeah, this, that, and other, Ghana. And that was vacation. So everything they did was based from a vacation standpoint. And then you're like, well, you go and you try to live that vacation life that somebody, and like, in 3 months, you're like, I ran out of money.
Listen.
Because to live that life, that vacation life, you want to live in East Legon and all those places, and those places cost money. And then people are like, oh, I didn't realize it was so expensive here.
It's
really expensive here.
Unless you are well outside of city center. If you are well outside of city center, do you feel like it's different?
Yeah.
It's like a lot different. But then it's a lot different.
Yeah.
Like a lot different.
Yeah. That's why I think I like Tima so much, is because I mean, without a doubt, there are just community 6, 12, 10. There were just millionaires after millionaires without a doubt in Ghana, and you see their wealth. Or I'm talking about in Tima now, just in Tima, and you see their wealth. And at the same time, you see the hardworking people. And I'm not saying these millionaires aren't hardworking, but you see the blue collar workers, and you see that mix of the good and the bad here. Not I shouldn't the good and the bad, but the wealthy and the not wealthy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, the
People,
well-to-do.
yeah,
I'd say is that? I think that's fair.
right,
Well-to-do.
those with and those without,
Okay, there you go.
and how they get along, and how they that they're just situated with each other. That's something that you don't see outside of places. Like you won't see that in the States. Your neighborhood in the States, every house is $300,000 to $350,000.
Yes.
So you got a neighborhood and all alike people. Where here you get a neighborhood and you can have three $500,000 houses and a shack next to one of them, and nothing next to that.
An empty lot where some people have put up a shanty.
Right. And you see all of that, and you're like, how does this all work? How do all these people get along, and how does this all work? Well, it just does, I guess, because people are just I don't know. They're focused on self. They're focused on getting, here's an example. When the dollar to CD was real bad, you're like, okay, things are getting tight. How are they making it happen here? And
I still have not figured that out.
It was like, okay, some people just, instead of working an 8-hour day, working a 10-hour day out there selling, doing whatever they had to do. Instead of closing their shop at 7, they close their shop at 8, try to pull in some more money. And you see these things happening, and you're like, okay, that's a good thing that the how do you call it, the crime rate doesn't jump up or something like that. You didn't see anything like that. It was more of people just
hustling.
They didn't have time to think about anything else other than I have to go make some more money. I have to do something else. And that was like all through the country where people were just using whatever means they had to expand their entrepreneurship, to gain more business any way they could. And you wonder how people, we're here a couple years now. Eggs were 17, now they're 53. How does the regular person, deal with that?
I don't know.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, because there's no way salary has not grown.
They go out and hustle. And those struggles, you don't see those struggles. You don't see that in a lot of people's videos that they're like, hey, come to Ghana, it's so great. But
well, and I think there's something to be said about coming to a different culture and experiencing that culture. I mean, does that make sense? Where it's like, if you're going to come here, I want you to dig your hand in some stew and eat with your fingers. I want you to have like an authentic experience and appreciate that American life is not the only option. It's not the only way. And I just came back. I was working the last couple of weeks, and there were so many things just getting off the plane back in the States that I was like, it just blew my mind. The consumptionism, just like so many options of everything. It's just like buy, everything.
Consumerism.
Right. Isn't it? This last Christmas, when we were with the boys, they did not get very many gifts because we're really trying to pull back. And to watch them like open a present and then want to sit and play with it and do all the things they got before they got to the next one was really that moment where I was like, okay, all right. They're losing a little bit of the need thing that we all grew up with. But you go back and it's right there. So there's a piece of coming here that you want to have that you can't have if you're only doing 5-star resort vacation. I don't think you get that in it.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't think you. And you miss. I think you miss the point a little bit as well.
And We had some guests stay with us a couple weeks ago, and they were here for about 3 weeks or so. And they spent the first half at I won't call
Don't call the hotel
the
out.
hotel, but I was like, yeah, we went to go pick them up from the hotel, and they were like, when we come back, we'd rather not stay at a hotel. We'd rather stay with you guys. I was like, oh, what's wrong with the hotel? Oh, nothing was wrong with the hotel. Hotel was great. It was awesome. But you only get that hotel experience.
Right.
You don't get, walking out into a neighborhood, walking out, seeing these little kids go to school.
It's just different.
You have to come and
you have to get out of
see
Accra.
Ghana.
You gotta get out of Accra. I think
Mhm.
that's like the big part.
Yeah.
All right, well, so we got a couple other comments. We're actually like super behind in comments,
Yeah.
but
All right,
P Black says, Tony, let's hook up soon. They know 8 people who are coming in June and July.
Hey, come stay with
You're
us at the
starting to
lodge.
fill up a little bit in June and July, though, aren't you? You should reach out sooner rather than later. Bookings at expatlifeghana.com.
Yeah.
Somebody is coming at us from Osu.
Hey, what's going on down there?
Jess says that they've been doing research, making friends, and planning before coming to live here in December.
And that's what you do. Research.
Absolutely.
Every time I see Kevin Garrett's name, I think of Garrett Popcorn.
Of course you do. BW Sampson says that instead of aging, you're doing better now than you ever did back stateside. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I think it's, I'm not stressed here. It's stress.
And the food.
Yeah.
And
The food is much healthier.
I completely.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, not related to Garrett's Popcorn.
Okay.
From California and looking to connect. If you're open to chat, let them know. Hey, pop into the Facebook group. There's so many people who are here or are visiting or have lived here before that are ready and willing to make new friends and chat. Brown coat, minimum 2 weeks. 3 is better. Yes. If you're going to come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think so.
3 weeks, 6 weeks.
Albert says 6 weeks is better and not in
6
Accra.
weeks. Yep, not in Accra. Exactly.
You can do like a couple of days.
Yeah, go visit Accra for sure. Go party in Accra.
I think it's actually fun to stay in a couple different, spread it out a little bit because all the cities are so different. Like when you're in the bigger places, they're all so very.
And come visit. And I tell people that all the time. Go. You stop in Tema. Go to
Cape Coast
or
Volta,
I was thinking Kumasi because Kumasi's crazy. It's big. I like Kumasi. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to live there.
Takoradi.
But I like Kumasi.
Nefertem is saying, no worries. We were all lied about Ghana.
About Africa.
Hut 1, Hut 2. About Africa, Hut 1, Hut 2.
Yeah, we certainly were. I was letting come here and like Tarzan had with all the black people he's leading. I'm like, oh, that didn't make sense to me. How one white dude gonna be king of the jungle, all them black people there, all them strong black people there. This white dude come along, he the king of the jungle. Come on now. That's
that honestly, there's like a bit of shame. Is that the right word I'm looking for? Shame in the fact that Blacks in America have no context of Africa.
None.
Like
none.
I feel like you should feel like you know as much reality about Africa as you do about other countries. And maybe the US is just too self-centric.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels
like... You can say that again, eh? Nothing else matters but the US.
But it feels like you should have known better, especially if you were dating a chick who's African. I didn't talk about the huts enough. We don't call them Hut 1, Hut 2. We call them... Never mind. M. George says they're planning a Ghana trip in September for 2 weeks. They would have done war, but their wife would have divorced them if they stayed longer. J-Star says 3 weeks. They were here. Power went out. With solar light, with charger, you suggested. Oh, yeah. There you go. The solar That's light. On the shopping list. The solar light with the charger. That has saved me a couple of times. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that. Bridget says yes, come. They stayed for 2 months, but it was because of the channel. her mind was prepared for the lights out and the water. But that's the thing. If someone tells you what it's really going to be like and you have clear expectations and some context, I feel like you actually enjoy your trip more because you like know what you're in for.
Yeah. Here's a perfect example of what we're talking about. Okay, so you see me every Friday, right? I had a guest come in and she stopped and was intimidating. I'm not thinking anything. It's like, man, I didn't realize you're so tall. It's like, really? But then we meet people and everybody says that.
Everybody says that.
Because we're always sitting down. You don't have any way to gauge my height. But I'm 6'2" tall. And it's like if you don't know me and you just saw me from, you think I'm, I don't know, maybe like 5'6", 5'7", I think, just sitting down. I don't know how tall I look sitting down.
If you're 5'6", I must be a midget.
Yeah, but everybody seems to think I'm a lot shorter.
That's always the first thing they say.
Yeah, and it's weird. But think it's like that, It's like you see one thing and then you get to see it in person, like, wow, it's different than what I thought. Very much like that.
Yeah, I mean, interesting story to make your point. I think he was secretly just trying to tell all of you that he's not short.
Yeah, I'm not short.
But I like where you were going with that, I think.
That's the only thing I had, and it's late.
Venus says, love the channel. They'll be in Ghana in November, and they would like to stay at the lodge. We'll be here for 15 days. Bookings at expatlifeghana.com. I had to stop. I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, America, when is y'all daylight saving time? Y'all ain't saving enough daylight yet?
I think it's done. You saved it all. Dee Dee says, Ghana with bucket bass, power outages, and dirt roads sounds a lot like the Caribbean island. I think that is a great...
You fit in nicely, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, we should go to Jamaica.
Not Caribbean enough for me.
Okay.
I feel like I go to Jamaica every time I go to St. Monceau. Very much.
BW says, if they can ride and survive on the Trotros, lights out, bucket bass, they can definitely survive the Ghana and Africa in general. No politics.
Yeah, I don't ride the Trotros, huh?
You got to ride them Trotros, dear.
All right. I got a vehicle. I got keys to a car that I drive. I don't need them.
The online form, Cyber Queen, was the health declaration form, which seems like they no longer do. Sadiq said, saw the pockets, didn't see me falling over. Thank you, Sadiq. I appreciate that.
I saw her fall over. I was like, oh, man down.
What if I really did fall? That would be terrible. Brown Coat Blue, U.S. currency value is only advantageous if you are not in Accra.
Yeah. But then even, I mean, inflation is just all through Ghana right now. Everybody prices are up. So
that's what Kwame's saying. He said inflation hit nearly 100% and not the 50% being quoted. You think that's pretty accurate?
Yeah.
I honestly cannot. The last time we went to the grocery store.
Oh, wow. It's like a bag of shrimp was like 100 CDs here. And now it's $5.50. I'm like,
which is $50 for like a 1 pound bag of shrimp. The worst one was the little cardboard carton of cream. And the last time, which was a month ago now, I don't even know, it could be higher. Was $28 for like the little narrow,
a liter of cream.
$28
for a liter of cream.
I still don't understand that. We just had to stop eating. Like, sorry, we don't eat that anymore. Apologies. Marvin says, I've been watching you for a while now. I can't move out there, but someday I will visit.
Come visit, Marvin.
All right. Too much chaos in Nigeria? You feel like that's true? Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Here in Wisconsin, they're paying anywhere from $4.69 to $9 and change for a dozen eggs.
For a dozen? Wow, we get at least 36 of them, don't we?
No, you get 18.
No, that is not right.
6, 12, 18, 24, 36.
Yeah, see?
Okay, I guess I should stop complaining.
We should stop complaining because they're like, damn.
Oh, BW says in New York they cost $15.99.
Oh damn. Yeah, we're gonna stop complaining.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, am I getting caught out about Kentucky?
This whole Kentucky comparison is cracking me up.
Oh, okay.
Then you've got somebody who says, I think Mississippi is the poorest U.S. state. I'm from Kentucky, but I live in Austin.
So, she's trying to defend. I'm sorry if I offended you.
Pan Africa says they agree with you. It's like Kentucky, but they still love it.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's.
And A Ford is laughing at you. Do you remember our last road trip to Kentucky? We were doing real good with our cell service, and then we got in a little bit, and it was like, we don't service Kentucky. Sorry.
Yeah. It's like, y'all sure y'all not lost? Mm.
Well, maybe we were a little bit. It's like, yeah, this is on the map. Profits Chamber says that the inflation is giving you no real financial advantage by moving to Ghana, even with the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
It used to, but
it used to. It's not right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. The way things are going right now, I don't see it being advantageous here anytime soon.
I mean, they just did a roundup of home ownership and mortgage rates across the entire globe and found that Ghana had one of the most expensive mortgage rates. And it really impacts home ownership for the average person. And I can see that. Like, I don't understand how the home prices are so high and the mortgage interest rates are so high.
Yeah. It's weird, Ghana, or what is it?
How do you make that right?
Accra, I think it's top most expensive city in the world to live, and they base that on home value and income.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's like,
I don't see it getting
So
better.
Yeah, truth be told, it's expensive here. Right?
Yes, it is. Well, so here's a good question. Do you think the infrastructure since your first visit has improved?
Yes.
How so?
Well, they're building more roads and connecting bridges and things like that. They're putting, yes, it has changed for the better, and you could see the progress. At the same time, you also see money getting spent in ways that you're like, what the heck?
What the heck?
Yeah.
I will say, like, they have made infrastructure improvements to the power grid, and water supply seem to be continuous updates, which explains why the water goes out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what was beautiful? Driving on a road that was smooth. It's been a long time since you are on the road.
I tell you, that's one thing I miss. I love driving, and
the roads here have been under.
It would be great if there was a highway maintenance crew that maintained the roads.
Yeah.
You just see money getting spent. You're like, yo, Ghana needs so much more than what you're spending that money on.
Agreed. So would you compare the experience of living in Ghana to the Caribbean islands, like living in Jamaica?
I never lived in Jamaica.
I think so. This one says, that's what I love about us is the fact that we tell the truth. Yay! Give both sides. Is there a difference with indentures and freehold deeds? Do they have freehold deeds, or can foreigners only get leasehold deeds?
We'll let you know once we get our property thing in order.
Leasehold deeds in there as a limitation, but we're never going to get that land. But it is, 50 or 100 years, depending on how you have it written into your contract. So definitely check into that.
Yeah.
Because of the rest of the world already shows the bad of Africa. Is that why YouTubers show the good?
I don't know why they do it, but
is that our obligation? We should be showing only the good?
I don't know if, like, most of our viewers are looking at moving to Ghana. Most of the people we deal with, they have interest in actually moving to Ghana.
Or visiting.
Long-term visiting.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like some people just want to come to say, hey, I went to Ghana, I went to Africa, and no interest in anything else other than just coming to say they've been here. And maybe for them, you know, they don't care about the cost and all that. They're just coming for the show. And
Yes.
I understand that. That's cool. But I think we got an obligation to give it all out there, put it all out there.
I definitely feel like it's the setting expectations thing. It's like if you know what it's going to be like ahead of time, you can be ready and be prepared and be planned and feel like you're making good decisions and good choices, especially if you're doing it from stateside, you know, whereas like you can't do that if everything always seems like it's perfect. It's not perfect. Brian says, hit that thumbs up. Yay,
yeah,
thank
hit
you.
that thumbs up, people.
Somebody's letting you know Jackson, Mississippi is considered the poorest city.
Yeah, I don't know what the poor state, probably Kentucky.
Yeah.
But Jackson, Mississippi, ooh.
Somebody says West Virginia?
We've been to West Virginia, haven't we?
Yes,
yeah,
we have.
That's poor too, man. But that's like mountain poor. That's
Gotta stop talking about people.
Mountain poor is different because West Virginia, you was like, man.
Yeah.
I'm
with you on
it was
that
scary
one.
there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mariam says Ghana's nice, but it's not what these YouTubers are romanticizing it to be. Do you think that people are showing the real Ghana? Or is it this like kind of romanticized perfection version that is going to be a disappointment?
Yes.
So it's too much hype.
Too much hype.
And you love it here. Okay, so everybody needs to hear that the same sentence. Mm-hmm. Tony loves it here. He literally will not leave. But romanticization, yeah. Realistically, a 5-star experience in Ghana would be exceedingly expensive. You'd have to spend all of your time at like Safari Valley and Kempinski and move.
Exactly. And it's like, yo, I went to Ghana and I had this, like, where'd you stay? It's like, that's not really.
Those guys are going to be so disappointed. It's a good experience.
It's a great fun experience. Yeah, you know. But again, like I said, there's people who come here just to say they came and they're just looking for a vacation to say they went and did something.
But wouldn't you rather like Americans who are going on vacation come and experience Ghana as a vacation destination versus like Cancun or Montreal or Paris or any of those places? Like, isn't it okay to offer that experience as an alternative to other vacation-y experiences? Or you're like, no, man, you got to go to the market and get grit?
You know, it's like people who go to Mexico. They say they've been to Mexico. You been to Juarez? You ain't been to Mexico.
Hey,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh, you been to Jamaica? Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. It's not real.
They've been to the resorts. They ain't been to Jamaica.
Okay.
You been to Kingston? No. We ain't been to Jamaica.
Okay, so
you've been to the resorts. You ain't been to Jamaica.
Somebody said Vanessa Williams ain't leave the contaminants. The Cantamans. Sorry. You think that's how
very true?
Went?
I'm sure. I'm not. Probably most likely. Yeah.
I agree. They don't show you the villages where people still buy water from a well to bath and cook in.
Mm-hmm. Or they got to go down with the buckets on their head all the way down to the stream to get it. Where you know the people, the glamsy people, whoever the people who shouldn't be mining and messing up their water supply, they don't show that either. Yeah, you see.
Evelyn says it's a good thing that you don't have to worry about. The good thing here is you don't have to worry about getting shot or at the supermarket or at school or at church. And that is one of the best parts.
Or sleeping in your house, just sleeping and bullets come flying through you. Yeah.
It's because some YouTubers are trying to show a different narrative because the negatives have been shown for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to give Vanessa Williams some credit though. She glamped out on the rocks at Shy Hills. Did she go glamping?
hell glamping is.
It's like posh camping. It's like camping with things that make it more like a hotel.
So she had like a RV or something. What is that? Hey,
I mean, she might have been in a tent. I don't know. But if she was in a tent, it had electricity. Maybe not. I don't know. I shouldn't judge. But glamping,
I have no idea.
No, you don't think so?
Glamped.
Like
Glamping is.
Tony, the reality is there is good and bad about every country on earth. So let's be real. If Americans put all those homeless people on their Instagram, America wouldn't look that great anymore.
You know, you know what else America don't do? They don't talk about their racism either. But as soon as you get there, it smacks you right in your face.
Do you know what was really sad? And I wrote this down because I was like, things that are different here in the States.
Mm-hmm.
People stopped looking at me. It was so weird. Like here, people look at you and they greet you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there, and as it was like my first airport, I was like, I mean, I'm looking people like dead in the face, eyeball to eyeball, just smiling.
Nobody's saying
Nobody's looking at me. Nobody. Every once in a while, I would get some folks, but as a whole, it was like disappearing. It was like turning invisible. It's very weird.
Yeah. You know, I'll tell you. You know, one thing I really love about Ghana.
There's only one thing?
No, there's one thing I really, really love.
Okay, what's the one thing?
And it's funny. It's like I'll see somebody and they'll look like somebody that I know. I'm like, yo, I think I know that person. You see a familiar face. You're like, that is not who I thought it was, but damn, that's his cousin.
You got a lot of cousins out here.
That's the one thing I love about Ghana. I see people, I'm like, I just get the smile. I'm like, yo, I think no, it's not, but it looked just like him.
Yeah, that's cool though.
It's something familiar about the people here to me. That's why I love Ghana. It's like I come here, I see my cousins. I don't miss my cousins back in the States. I see my cousins here because y'all all look just alike. I'm like, y'all talk about black people look like we all related. That's why we look alike.
You're going to get some of that in the comments. All right, so Princess Vanessa has been living off the grid for 5 years. Ghana will be easy. Yeah. I always appreciate the honesty of your videos. There are a lot of other videos are kind of on the bougie side.
Yeah.
And everyone can't afford that kind of life.
Right.
It's getting even more expensive, like by the minute. Carol saw her classmate, Blair Underwood, was here a few months ago. It's been busy. Who else has been here? Idris
Elba was here. Kanye West was in Community 12 hanging out.
Come through.
You're trying to get that man shot.
No, I had something in my eye. Did you see that? I was saying next time you come to Ghana, you should.
You
watch
trying to get
the video.
disappeared yourself, huh? Wow.
Oh, just up my eye.
Wow. Did I just say that? I was just joking, y'all. We joke like that all the time. I ain't gonna do nothing to my wife. But Idris Elba, come on, bro.
So anyway, yeah, there's been a lot of people here. You are well. Thank you for your honesty, hard work, and giving the truth. It helps to have a lot of pros and cons. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting. Sometimes we'll hop in the comments and people really are attacking us for either talking too much pro or talking too much con. Do you get that feeling too?
Like, I don't pay attention to people.
Oh, well.
They ain't even here to know about it. No.
Thank you.
I pay attention to y'all.
Kwame says that the truth of Ghana, it's not Labone, it's not East Legon, it's not Cantonments, it's not Airport Hills. It has a lot of economic issues with the debt program, bad hospitals, and bad schools.
Wow.
Kwame just kind of put it out there.
Buzzkill, man.
It was a little bit.
I'm trying to be like that down.
It did feel a little, yeah.
All right, let's bring it back up. Ayo.
Francis says that there are dirt roads in Ghana, but parents sleep better because their children are guaranteed to come home from school alive without any mass shooting. That's
you know, Francis, I got to give it to you on that one, man. Because, I'll take a dirt road with a couple goats on it over a Walmart shooting any day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mariam says locals are still fetching water in East Legon.
Mm,
They have some water issues over there. I mean, they have some water issues over there. Elmina,
Fisherman.
thank you.
I like Elmina too. Luke likes Elmina.
Luke really likes Elmina, but there's a girl over there in Elmina.
If I tell y'all why Luke likes Elmina, y'all be like, well, listen, look at Luke.
Yeah. That's why that is.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, thanks so much for telling the real truth. It really is a choose your own adventure. It is.
Yeah.
You can have any kind of experience you want.
You can go parasailing, paragliding at the Quahu Easter
be
Fest.
Scared.
You'd be scared?
I would be scared of anything that requires someone to pack a parachute or a raft on my behalf. I feel like it's a little questionable. No? Is that just me? Okay, maybe it's just me.
Yeah, just you.
Just me. Okay. The problem is planning is non-existent. Yeah. You think that's why the poor are mixed in with the rich?
No.
Is it like a planning and zoning?
Nope, none of that. Nope. That's not it at all.
What do you think it is?
I look at things here. Just look at our neighborhood. Big houses. And then you see this lot with a shack on it. Well, that lot with that shack on it is worth a couple $100,000. So at any point, they could sell that lot with the shack on it and, go buy a house, go buy a car, and then their situations change. But I think a lot of it is, okay, we got this land, it's ours, and it's ours. This is ours. We won't have to do anything to it because it's ours.
That is very true. That is very true. All right. So are your plans to stay? No, Nefertum is saying they're planning on coming and staying at the lodge.
Oh, we appreciate that. Everybody should come and stay at our lodge because I'm a great host.
Exactly. And Brian says, if you stay in a hotel, it's different than temporary living or an apartment where you get to experience culture and the locals and the kind of flow of life, which is definitely I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. All right. So do you think there are certain deal breakers about being in Ghana that people should know about? Do you feel like if you could give people a warning so they wouldn't be disappointed when they came, is there a warning you would give? Okay, drop it in the comments because Tony's thinking.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second.
I got it.
Drop it in the comments.
Join the conversation. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think.
So you feel like you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the deal breaker? What's the Ghana deal breaker where you're like, yo, you got to know this, otherwise you're gonna come and you're gonna feel like, ooh, that's not what I expected.
They put pepper on everything.
That's really it. Oh no!
Everything. Oh, it's like, whoo, that green pepper. Whoo!
I love that green pepper. Everything. That's my favorite. Ooh, I could eat. I mean, I wouldn't just eat that, but close.
I asked, can I have a toothpick, please? They brought me a toothpick and a thing of that little green pepper. I was like, what the heck? I just need a tooth. They serve that green pepper, everything.
It's good for you. It helps clear your sinuses and cleanse your.
Yeah. You ask for a Coke. Oh, they come bring you a bottle of Coca-Cola and then, hey, here's your pepper.
That's not true. That's not true.
Y'all know what I mean. They put it on everything. That pepper's on everything.
So if you have gastrointestinal.
Bring your Pepto.
Yeah, you better bring that along.
And y'all salsa.
Okay, so let me think. Ghana deal breakers.
And that's not the deal breaker for me, the pepper. I love hot food.
But I can see if someone were coming and they didn't like hot food, that could be a big thing because but you could still eat banku and grilled fish. I think they still bring you pepper, but don't put. Well, no, even the tilapia is seasoned.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, well they have white rice in most places.
There you go.
What would be a deal breaker? What do I think is a deal breaker? I think if you're a woman and you are extremely self-sufficient and confident in that self-sufficiency, it takes a little bit of getting used to come into this environment and have to step back a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to be more successful, you do have to put a little bit of the brakes. A little.
What do you mean by that?
Do you disagree with me, or are you setting me up?
What do you mean by that?
You're horrible. You're setting me up.
No, what do you mean by that?
I just think that this is still a male dominated culture. And so sometimes you roll up as a woman and you're not given the same courtesy. Yeah. Is it courtesy? Credence? It's something.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing. I think that takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah.
I wonder what other people think deal breakers are. I totally am hopping in the comments because I've just got to know. What are the deal breakers being here? Like, is there anything that you think is a deal breaker people should know before they come so they can be prepared? Somebody says in Nigeria, they say a soul that doesn't eat pepper is a weak soul. Yeah. Family TV wants to know if the food is organic, and Kwame's saying, you betcha. Cold bucket baths and spicy food.
Yeah.
It's been really hot lately.
It's been hot, so the bucket, the baths aren't cold.
Yeah, they're. I ran the water today, and I was like,
the water's hot. I'm like, whoa, hey, we got hot water. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. It was.
Like, we got hot water.
I did have a moment there. Getting robbed.
Who gets robbed?
Well,
I ain't get robbed.
Abroni prices, small-time corruption, and bad customer service. I got to go with the bad customer service, Kwame.
Bad customer service.
Yeah, that actually might be the most disappointing thing.
Yeah, they have no idea what customer service means at all.
Yeah, be prepared to pay for things to get things done quickly.
Absolutely, that.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up here with the rest of them. The spicy food. Francis says male domination. Francis says, different Francis says, there should be no deal breakers. You decide to migrate to another country because you're fed up with
I'm sorry. That was
where
the first
you
one.
are now. Don't expect to see the same environment in another country. If so, then why move? I'm always very interested in this. This type of comment comes up a lot. Do you not agree? Where people are like, oh, if you're going to be in Ghana, you can't complain about it. Or you can't complain about America because that's where you were born. Or you used to live in America, so now you can't complain about it. Or you complain about it too much.
You can complain about whatever you want to complain about.
Well, again, you should know ahead of time what the deal breakers are going to be. You should know ahead of time what to anticipate.
If you know it's a deal breaker, then why would you get in a deal? You find out the deal breaker after you get into it.
It's not our deal breaker, but people should know about what some people consider to be deal breakers. If you can't handle spicy food, maybe Ghana is not the place for you. If you're going to get frustrated having to dash to get things done quickly, like, you should know ahead of time.
This is my biggest one. When we talked about the police, it's a deal breaker for me. Really, dashing the police is a deal breaker for you. Oh, the harassment. Really, that's a deal breaker. Wow, I was upset.
I had to take him out of the comments that week. I was like, man, you can't go in the comments.
I was really upset about that because I'm thinking, wow. So you're okay with rolling the dice with getting shot. You're okay with going to jail for no reason at all other than your skin color. You're okay with too much to say that the Ghana police corruption is a deal breaker. I'm like, whoa, y'all crazy.
Yeah, you must have said that to me like 5 times. It was a lot. So do you really think that when people made those comments or commented about not being able to come to Ghana because of race things. Do you think that those people were serious from the get-go, or you think those were just people talking like, I would love to do
a lot of
this?
people talking, and they're the looky-loos, they just want to see what's happening. Oh, I ain't doing that.
Looky-loos. Okay, well, so we have a couple people who are weighing in. First off, Kevin says when he gets there, he just wants to eat fufu and smoke fish with his hands. Sorry. Raven said, did you get to experience the Super Bowl?
No.
Did you even go, or did you watch any part of it?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch anything.
I didn't even know it was on. But there were groups of expats that were watching. It's like at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not trying to do that, man. I really got a dog in the fight.
Yeah, it's just agree with me that you need to calm down that strong Black woman persona and keep it cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing is that maybe you don't need it as much as you do back in the States. Maybe you can let it go a little bit. Deb says the heavy traffic.
Really? They got heavy traffic all over the world.
Is
all over the world, Craig.
It's kind of bad in some places.
Mm.
Try Scratch Bonnet Peppers hot.
Scotch.
I can't see that far.
Scotch.
Thank you. Scotch Bonnet Peppers hot. All of Jamaica food is spicy. Yum. Okay. The bad weed they're gonna find, is that a deal breaker?
G Life the Professor.
We don't know how to answer that question. You're gonna have to leave
where'd that come from, man? It was like one of these kids is doing his own thing.
You're gonna be disappointed in the weed. Embrace the fruit says that you can live in Accra and cook and still have. Can you do that? Can you live in Accra and still have a Western diet?
Yes, you can.
But why would you want to?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to?
It's going to be different though. The food, the food selection.
Even the Western food tastes different.
Mm-hmm.
You always say that the Western stuff has like a Ghanaian.
Yeah, you know what I noticed though, like the mincemeat here that we call ground beef. The mincemeat is very, very lean. They don't put the fat in the ground meat. So when you go to make a burger, all that grease and oil that would be in a pan, you don't have that. And so most of what the taste and flavor that you have, like in a hamburger in the States, you're tasting the fat. That's what you're tasting. So here, like without the fat, you're just tasting the meat. And so it's different. What?
I sent you a picture of me eating a burger. It was like dripping down on the bottom, and you just oh, I'm sorry. Next one. Her
humor is just tease people about that.
Things don't happen in a hurry.
No, they don't.
You got to be ready for that, right? Fufu and Banku, which one is best?
Banku.
Fufu? There you go. Women have to be very humble in order to get things accomplished. Mm. Yeah, that can be a deal breaker.
Or have a husband who is connected.
True. The deal breaker with the police was not the pay. It was the impression that the man didn't want us there. Is that the video that we did with the police encounter, that they didn't want us here? Do you feel like people don't want you here?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I feel like people want me here to rob me. Like, you got to stay here, man. We're going to get all your money. Yeah. You do have to deal with that. You do have to deal with that.
Well, Francis would love to.
They're not going to come straight rob you, but they, in their mind, they're like, how can I get his money?
Yeah.
Every day.
Everybody coming there needs to help people there, Jess says. I agree with that. Yeah, I want to make sure we get a chance to pop into the news, the breaking news of late.
Yeah, a lot of, yeah.
So one, we kind of talked about this earlier.
The smog.
What is going on?
So this is, as we're understanding, it is not Hamilton or Hamilton or however they say. We never say it right. But
time.
It's not that. They said this is some crazy. And 3 days ago, we had the worst.
Yeah, I wasn't here. Leo said the sky was like black. And I was like, no,
It was
that
great. You
can't
couldn't
be.
see the sun. It was like, yo, I think that
Yeah.
little glowing thing out in the distance is the sun.
He wasn't exaggerating?
No, he was not.
Because he said you could look at the sun and not even see it. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was weird because that day we had the worst air quality. Accra had the worst air quality in the world. They were saying. Like,
why is that? Is it like
you was like chewing the air? It was like you breathe in and you just start chewing. Like what the hell? What the hell? It was in the air. It was like that. It was just
So you think because we haven't had any rain, or
the stuff from the sub-Sahara is coming over and the wind blows. However they explain it, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it was pretty. Even yesterday,
was horrible
with
the humidity and yeah. Wow, it was just horrible.
Yeah, that does not sound. So if you have really bad asthma, you might want to wear a face mask if you're planning a trip. Yikes. Wode Maya's YouTube channel was hijacked.
Yeah.
Wode, what's up?
Yeah, we feel bad for you, bro. Yeah, all of his videos were taken down. If you go to his channel, there's some crazy thing there about cryptocurrency or something like that. So, yeah, we feel for you. Never good when somebody's page gets hacked and you know, that's messing with the man's money. So
yeah,
feel
that's
bad
super
for him.
messed up.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure we put our double encryption on. I don't know how that works. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And then we kind of covered eggs, but
yeah, we kind of covered eggs. They're expensive, so
and it's not just eggs.
It's a lot. It's just going up here. The inflation just.
So if you're planning a trip and you think you're coming to an inexpensive African country, no.
Come on anyway.
Come on anyway, but just don't.
We can put you to work hawking some waters or something.
Put you out on the side of the road and let you do a couple.
I'll front you a couple cases of water if you can't make it.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
Okay, so you want to come. You want to come.
I ain't gonna lie. Leo kind of remind me of Charlie Wilson with that big old round head and.
You're talking about my baby like that.
Like Charlie Wilson.
Cute baby. Yeah. You have 2 trips coming up: girls trip and guys trip.
Guys trip coming up first.
Yes,
June.
but girls trip will be more fun, won't it, ladies? You know it. If you want to get information, make sure you check it out online. There was this big article that was talking about the increase in travel for singles, like solo travelers, as opposed to kind of before what was very much about couples and groups and
you know
families.
What that's about, right?
What?
You say, hey, come on, I'm leaving, let's go. And people don't move fast enough, you get left behind.
I be leaving you
I
behind
hate
everywhere.
waiting for people. Don't you just hate waiting for people?
Let's clarify who is doing the waiting here. Who's waiting?
You don't say nothing, nobody will know.
Anyway, girls trip, August 2nd through 9th. Guys trip is June 7th through 13th.
They're both going to be fun.
If you are solo and you want to hook up with other folks who are also traveling solo, or if you are a couple or a group, you are welcome to join in as well. We are also running a
group tour special.
Yes. Okay, so I have to talk about this group tour special. I know you don't like my stories, but I'm going to tell the story. I have a girlfriend I was talking to back in the States, and she is taking her son on a school trip, and they're going to Europe. I am still on this thing where I feel like teens, young adults who are African American should come to Ghana. I want you to extend the travel agent special to groups like church groups who are taking out youth, or youth community groups that want to take a trip and expose kids to the culture and history here. I feel like this is an important thing to say that we're trying to do outreach for. Thoughts?
I think you just you just did.
Well, I mean, I did the same.
If you have a group organization,
If you have a group organization and you've got 10 folks, Tony's going to give you the travel agent special because I just said so.
Absolutely.
We don't learn about it.
No, you don't.
You don't learn about it.
And if you're in America right now, boy, I'm telling you, they don't want you to know history past 1970 for Black people.
Even 1970s, a little far back.
They're like, yo, we don't want Black people knowing nothing before 1970, which is, a great year. And I understand, why that particularly, but at the same time, like, yo, the Black history was important before I was born, so I think we should talk about things that happened before I was born.
That's so gracious of you. Thank you for that. But yes, very true. It does seem like there is some disjointedness to but not even just with Black culture, Black history, and the history of Africans within America, but also it feels like all brown people. Mm-hmm. It's like we're not gonna talk about that.
Time for us to unite, y'all. Code 75, double black. Let's unite.
You have no idea what that is. What is
I know, but everybody was like, oh, he code 75, double black.
Okay. Well, Tony says code 75, double black.
I'm gonna put that on the shirt. Black man, code 75, double black. You see that? Black, you can't talk to you about it.
Can't talk about that. It's a secret. We don't talk about that. Well,
that's gonna be my code 75, double black.
You're gonna start seeing that people walking around with it and be
code
like,
code 75, double black.
Yes, we've got some folks who are who are into that. That idea.
Code 75, double black. I'm putting that on a t-shirt.
Deal breaker if my emotional health, psychological health, and peace of mind is at stake. Do you think
you need to leave the States?
Yeah, I think
right
it's like
now,
the other way around, right?
Yeah. Post-traumatic stress disorder in kids in the hood, it's really a thing.
And really
people walking around not knowing,
that's what they have.
Yeah.
I had some anxious moments and I didn't realize that I was going to when I was just back. So that's true. Brian says, what are Fufu and Banku? Are they national mascots? The President Poodles?
Yeah, Brian. And President Poodles. That's a good one.
Fufu and Banku.
That's a good one.
Your first two chickens are going to be named Fufu and Banku. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
No, my first two chickens are going to be named Deep Fried and Rotisserie.
Okay, so Fufu and Banku are like your carrier starches that you can easily roll into a little ball and use it to scoop your stew or whatever you're eating into your mouth as you eat. So they are both foods.
I think he was joking with you.
They want all your money.
Well,
I'm Nigerian, and believe me.
Oh, you're that one prince who emailed me. I'll get back with you.
Look at Rwanda, not so hot. Everyone is a thief in Ghana.
Well,
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed American
Sam
politics.
said,
Everybody's a thief there too. What does Sam say?
Everyone is not a thief in Ghana.
Oh, good.
Everyone is a chief in Ghana. This is y'all funny. One says, everyone is not a thief. Everyone is a chief. Y'all arguing about the role. I'm y'all good.
What did Sam say?
Oh, Sam don't trust nobody. Sam said, if my mother was here, God rest her soul, I wouldn't trust her. I was like, damn. Hell your mama do to you, don't trust her, man. So
then he said, you know what? Sometimes I don't trust
myself. Like, it's fucked up when you're like,
you can't say the can't curse. Watch your mouth.
Did I really say that?
Yes.
Shh. Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's really messed up when you got to keep your head on your money because your other hand might get it. Ooh.
He was serious though. When he said it, he was like dead serious. It's a good lesson to know. It's a good lesson to know.
Yeah.
Ghana has the hurry up and wait.
Yes. Oh, I hate that. Oh, it's like the Trotros. They jump to get in front of you just to pull off. And it's like, dude, why'd you jump in front of me if you're just gonna pull right over?
I don't know. know. I don't know. Cities
Then-
in Africa have bad air quality because there's no emission standards.
No, sorry.
Hamilton is always.
I think that was just a general. I got to call that out.
You're gonna go BS on that one.
Yeah, go back to that one.
I'm going.
Yeah. Cities in Africa have bad air quality because there's no emissions. No. Joseph Brown, to let you know, outside of Hamilton and whatever, this little smog has been, the air quality here in Ghana's been pretty good, dude.
How would you know? Like, you don't know what it is.
Sunsets are amazing here, dude. When the sun sets, you know, like Labadi Beach and the sunset, and it's like the trees and the people and the water and the sand. It's like, whoa, this is awesome. So sorry, dude, but that's a generalization that we can't accept that.
So yeah, there you go. Tony's perspective on that one. Okay.
Yeah, come watch one of these sunsets and be like, oh, the air quality is so bad.
Prophet says, thanks for sharing.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Francis says, Hamilton is always crazy. Hated it growing up, but summer in Toronto could be much hotter than Ghana. I mean, Texas summers were just like, in Houston, you go outside and you're just frying. And HBCU would be a good place to get started exposing. Yes.
Yeah.
If you are with an HBCU, that's like frats and
Yeah,
sororities.
we already started with the Kappas. We have a group coming in 2024 already.
I didn't know that.
Yep, spring break 2024.
Yes. Yay. Sorry, that makes me
Tap
excited.
aside, thank you.
HBCUs, other frats out there who would like to start exposing history and culture in a different way to the next generation.
Who's that?
Yes.
My man Chuck. Where my dogs at? Yeah, so yeah, it would be great to get, you know, some frats on the court.
I think so.
What's
Daystar? I don't know. Daystar says what age youth?
Teenage.
You think
13,
teenage?
13 plus.
13 plus?
Mm-hmm.
All the way through college age, I think, right? Like those
Absolutely.
Are good. I think those are good ages for that. 13 is a little young. I don't know. Are you going to get parents? Are
Is
going to
that
be like,
music?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like 12:35 here, and somebody just started. Like music.
Yep.
That's gone. See, that's Ghana for you. See, before we started, there was no music playing, and usually if it's a party or something outside, you know, I can understand that. But it's 12:30 and they just started blasting music like it's a party outside. That's Ghana. See.
Marilyn says African history is history of all mankind.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to see it because it's not just Black people who carry this wrong perception of Africa. I mean,
it's all people. Yeah, you're right.
It's everybody who's gone through an American education system, less just a few.
Do you run an Airbnb in Accra? No, we run one in Tema.
Ibrahim says, trust me, I'm Ghanaian and everyone is a thief. RM says that's the thing about Ghana. Everything is slow except for the driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smog has been in the news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bridget says she thinks it's raining. It's not raining in Tema.
Yeah. It rained. No.
Did it rain?
They went to Cape Coast yesterday and it rained someplace.
Really?
They came back. Yeah, the car was really dirty when they get back up.
Hey, well, there you go.
And they said they had rain.
Jess says some things in America, unless you are in the country, the air quality is really bad in parts of America. Yeah. Definitely. The US dollar is high now. They are weeding the general population out. Be prepared and be aware, stock up. I've had a couple people give that recommendation lately.
Yeah. Sorry.
BW says, by the way, if you didn't know, now you know. I graduated from 2 HBCUs and a member of Alpha.
All
right. Find the group.
Yeah. Connect us to some
bring them
people
out.
mentoring young people. And
Yeah. I think this is the thing. Like, as a teacher, I just feel like our kids don't get, are you just going to watch that mosquito?
it's a mosquito in here. I'm like, I'll watch where it go because they come around me.
I just don't think our kids are getting what we need.
Especially in a time where they're trying to. Somebody asked me, it was so funny. They asked me, what does woke mean?
Who asked you that?
Jesse.
Really?
He asked,
Interesting.
yeah, what does he didn't understand what woke mean? And I simply explained to him, what does sleep mean?
And then how did that?
What's the opposite of woke? Sleep. Huh?
That-
Oh, yeah, y'all get it? Yeah, they talk about that woke culture. What's the opposite of woke? They want y'all behind sleeping. So whenever I hear somebody say, oh, it's part of that woke culture, oh, you're part of that sleeping culture where they want you to sleep so they can do things and not have to be bothered with your silly person behind.
I'm glad that you filtered yourself today.
So-
I appreciate that.
So yeah, what's woke? That was funny.
Bridget said, I'm in Tama and it's pouring.
She's in the Traco.
She's out in 25. Okay.
It
All right.
might-
Maybe we'll get it. Is that what the noise is?
I don't know what I'm
Maybe it's
hearing.
not. We'll be inspecting soon. Ernest says, expat meet and greet pool party tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are still on. And if we're not, we'll be inside. If it's like happens to rain, I doubt that, but we'll still be there. I'm coming in May. Can't wait. We'll be in the Cape Coast building in the Pan African Village.
All righty.
We'll have a meet and greet again in May.
Yeah, we do.
So if you are interested, there will be there. Top Notch says, I got you code 75.
Code 7 double black. Code 75 double black. We're going to make that a thing. Code 75 double black. Whenever you see a double black man, code 75 double black.
You can't. You are going to freak some people out.
Like,
doing
yo.
something like that.
Black man unite.
Brian wants to know what other countries in Africa should get consideration to move to.
Uganda.
South Africa, Tanzania, those tend to be up high on the list. We hear people talk about Egypt, Kenya, and Rwanda. Those tend to be talked about more frequently. Did I miss any? I think those are that's a good starting point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do Ghanaian police follow you when you're driving like in the US?
No, they don't drive like in the US. They stay on the side of the road, jump in front of your car, and make you pull over.
So I have to tell this story because I think it's hilarious. Tony's driving down the road and this cop car pulls up behind him, right? And he's all like,
and he has his lights on,
his lights are on, and Tony, you just were like, you stiffened up a little bit and you started driving a little slower. And then you were like, you decided to pull over. So you pull over to the side of the road and the cop car goes past you. Or no, he pulled
over behind me like, oh, there's something in the road. So the dude was not trying to pull me over, not even thinking about me, not realize his lights on. He just right. What this fool pulling over, slowing down and stuff for? Look. So no, the police don't really follow you around. Like they don't patrol. See, this is the thing people in America should know. Police patrol. Before slavery, there was law enforcement, but it was not called the police. They were called constables and they were called sheriffs. Once slavery was in effect and they had to, couldn't send out the sheriffs and constables to go get the slaves, so they had the slave patrols, which turned to police patrols. So here in Ghana, you don't got police circling around patrolling because that's not the duties of the police. That wasn't the duties of the police. That was the duties of the police in America. So that's why the police follow you around and stuff like that in America, because that's what that's what the American police role was to go and collect runaway slaves. So that's why they follow black people around still today. And they don't do that here. They just...
Tony speaking as a former police officer.
Come over here and stop.
They do. They just finger you. I mean, wave you, flag you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple more here, and then we are wrapping it up. We've got a high. 16 is good. 4 youth tours. Somebody's saying the chemistry between us is great.
Yep.
And a teacher group would be nice. I have to agree with all of those things. So let me get in here. Ghana is starting property tax.
That'd be great.
Is that really a thing? All right. I think we are wrapping.
Yeah, we're running a little over today.
I think we are. Okay,
But it's been great.
Let us get back in here. We just want to thank Alpha Afrique one more time. Thank you
again
for giving us the great clothes. If you have Chime and you're in East Legon, their details are in the description box below. They do ship worldwide in case you are interested. Somebody wants to know if you would ever move back to the States. No. How long is the drive from Tema to Accra? If you drive like Tony,
20 minutes.
If you drive like me, a half hour. Are those prices, the house prices that we showed, are ridiculous?
Yes.
Do you have a good return of investment? I have no idea. Who sells? I guess. Is it true that you can't trust the food or drinks because Ghanaians might put something in it?
Hell no. They're going to put pepper in it. And that's about it.
Well, there you go.
I just cussed again. I'm sorry, y'all.
You did. Is Accra the new Manhattan?
Yes.
I want to rent in Tema. What are your recommendations?
Come stay with us and go find a place.
And bring your pocketbook. All right, last one. I just saw your channel. Want to visit in June? Is that a good time?
Absolutely. God chose to be happening then.
All right, y'all. We are going to wrap up for today. Hopefully, you've had a chance to visit us at our website at expatlifeghana.com, especially if you are planning a trip or tour. Definitely look us up or email us at bookings@expatlifeghana.com. Last thank you to Alpha Afrique, and
with that, Charlie out for now.
all right, y'all. That was it.
Yeah.
My friend's still here.
Hey.
What's your code? What'd you say?
75 double black.
75. You're gonna freak people out. Don't do that to people.
75 double black. See y'all later.